Hey, Victory Family Church, Pastor Alyssa here. My husband Ben and I, we get the privilege of being the Newcastle campus pastors. And today I get to talk with you about day 17 of Pray First. What an amazing journey it has been to go through this book. And I know that I have personally learned so much. And day 17 is no exception. I love how Pastor Chris talked about his relationship with Wanda and how she just naturally prayed over him in his beginning times of ministry. And Ben and I, we actually have a very similar story where whenever we first started in ministry, we were over the middle school ministry. And there was a woman who wanted to serve and help out the middle school students, but she couldn't serve on the weekends. And so she decided to use her special gifting, which was prayer, to pray for Ben and myself and for the whole ministry. And so she would pray for us. She would pray out events that we had coming up. She would pray specific things for Ben and I, and we would send her lists of things that we needed prayer for. And just like Pastor Chris and Wanda, she would just know things to pray about us. And then over time, she would get words and visions for us that would confirm what God was personally speaking to Ben and I. It was such an amazing gift for us to have her in our lives. And so I want to hit you with two thoughts today. That first off, if you're like Wanda, where you have that special gifting where you can just easily pray, I would encourage you at whatever campus that you're at to use that gifting to pray on the prayer team there, to pray. Maybe there's a specific ministry that God's put on your heart that you can be a prayer shield for them. And then the second thing I want to encourage you with is this, is that while you might feel like, oh, I'm not in ministry or I'm not a pastor, and so I don't need a prayer shield, that's a lie. Ephesians 4:1-2 says that you are equipped to do the works of the ministry. And so your life is called to be a life of ministry. So don't think that you're less than or that you don't need that prayer covering because you don't work in a church, but you very much do. And so I would challenge you with this, is who can you ask to be a part of your prayer shield? Because your life is called to be a life of ministry. So today, come up with a list of a few people that you can ask to be praying for you and for the work that God is doing in and through you. Love you. Have a great week.